was exactly as magical as you expected it. Again, you fucking pounded 2 natural lights, either beer bong or just fucking keyed it. Boom. Grip it and rip it style. And then but you were ready for a hot body contest within an hour. Like no matter where you walked, you were like, oh shit, I wonder what's going on today at 2:00. Fuck. It's another hot body contest. Right. Sign me up. So you're there, you're raging there. You're not even thinking about putting on suntan lotion. Mm-hmm. Fuck you and the horse you rode in on if you're putting on suntan lotion. Right. There's no need for that shit. Not for a good 2 hours. So you were maybe putting on some oil, some tanning oil. Mm-hmm. That's about it. True. And then you're going to a hot body contest, figuring out your whole life there. A lot of dreams going on there. Yeah. A lot of big life planning events. And you are housed within 2 to 3 hours because you're drinking so much, you're having 0 water. Yeah. That the rest of the day becomes a fucking shit show. Mm-hmm. And in a great way. Usually you're near blackout around 5-6 p.m. Mm-hmm. Then you all get together and you go to some dinner. You go to some event where that's even crazier. One person at the table's got an ID, and you're trying to order 8 drinks for all of your friends.
In high school, your parents let you do this.
But we had to go with another parent.
Oh, well, who's this parent that's letting you do this?
In high school, I believe it was Adam Gonzalez's mom, one of my buddies. It was Gonzo's mom. She was fucking cool and like into it, and it was just like, hey, you guys can rip shit up, but like, either stay here, check in here, report here. Like you had to do that type of shit. There's no cell phones either. So it was just like, yo, you were doing it.
A lot of
spring breaking
responsibility, Lopez's mom.
Gonzo's mom. For sure. But I will say this, like all of our friends were respectful of our not only our other friends, we always took care of each other. And that was the deal. And like, I don't know if you learned that at a young age. No, because certainly nobody told us this. But you knew that I'm saying this in a now being a parent, knowing that my son is going to go off into the spring break world.
Maybe
in 14 years.
Maybe
it's coming up. Yeah, he'll be there. But I'm saying this is. I think what I'm going to do is sit him down and tell him the things that weren't told to me, but we did anyways. Always look out for your friends, your best friends, no matter what. If you got in a fight, fucking fight with him. Fight, and whoever you're fighting against, don't leave your fucking buddy to get his ass kicked or left behind or whatever. If he's too fucked up somewhere, anywhere, make sure he's home, that he's safe, and that he's alive. Because I saw kids die in college just out of irresponsibility of like, oh, so-and-so got fucked up. Let's throw him in a room and not look after him. Mm-hmm. I never, like all of our friends always looked after each other, and you were always respectful of each other's parents, where it was just like, all right, great. If we're going to be allowed to have this fucking amazing time underage, essentially, be respectful to whoever you came with and make sure that they're not going to fucking kill themselves or have to go pick you up out of jail. Like, That was kind of the code that we lived by, and it was an invisible code essentially, because nobody had said that to us. Nobody had sat us down and talked to us like that, and I think that's the conversation you should have with your kids and other kids who are going out and doing shit. Because I will say this: as I got older into high school years, then my parents were cool in the fact that they were like, hey, we know that you're drinking. We know that there's, probably weed or other shit going on at these parties. If you're out and you're drinking or smoking weed or whatever the fuck's going on, call us. Mm-hmm. We will come and get you. No strings attached. We will not judge you. You will not be grounded. You will not be anything. We just want to get you home safe. And that was kind of the deal. And I thought that was great. And a lot of the parents had that deal with their kids. Should be the same on fucking spring break. So like we never really. Not to say that we didn't push it, because we certainly fucking did. I mean, I got evicted from a hotel like for fucking madness and all that other shit. But when it came to parents and calling and doing all the other shit, we did our best and we looked out for all our friends. And under our watch, at least, nobody got killed or died or maimed or anything else. And nobody had to tell us that.
Right.
And that was before cell phones. Like, but now with cell phones, I mean, shit, there isn't an excuse of why you couldn't text, call. I mean, shit, if your kid's on spring break now, you'd be like, yo.
No, you can have them.
FaceTime. Yeah.
Who was it? I was out with one of my friends the other night, and she had her daughter tracked.
Yeah, on a watch.
And she saw that her daughter was like in high school, but she saw that she was in the middle of a field.
Oh.
And she was like, the text was like, what did we talk about? You know, what did we say about fields? Something really weird that like is normal for a parent of a 16-year-old girl, but like to me was really funny. It was like, what did I tell you about fields?
Yeah.
You cannot be in the middle of that field with your boyfriend. It's like back in the day, how many fields were you in? A bunch. Like, and your parents would never be able to be like, hello.
They would never know.
Get out of the field.
They would never know.
They'd be like, where were you?
Yeah. And in Georgia, it was the woods. Because
sure, same, but yeah.
Woods,
so,
rivers. You're from a beach town. We live in a beach town. Now it's that.
Yeah.
So with all of that being said, back in the day, like we were relatively responsible. You always heard about a kid dying on spring break, or falling off a balcony, or something like that. And
I wasn't responsible enough.
That's going to happen. You weren't responsible enough?
No. So I don't think that I would have been able to go on the spring break. I mean. Wow. I was already in trouble at 16.
Yeah.
What
were you doing?
Drinking.
Okay.
But I think you had a more like structured situation where
upbringing.
Where like you knew those things. Like you respect your parents, you like don't drink too much, or if you do, it's like I don't know. That there's other people around. Your group of friends were like Chads and Brads, and you would like drink, but you weren't like causing real problems.
Well,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not like real.
Nothing crazy.
Yeah.
A lot of destruction, but nothing like
jail.
Hey, we're killing somebody.
Yeah. So I didn't kill anybody.
Wow, James.